Hey y'all, we're grilling and smoking meat all the time, so I want to do something a little bit different today. We're going to do a stuffed cabbage and we're going to smoke it for about 3 or 4 hours. So let's get it ready to go while I figure out what grill I'm going to smoke it on. Let's get to it. Okay, this is a recipe I ran across about 5 or 6 years ago, and it recently showed back up in my Facebook timeline. So here's what I'm doing. I'm about an inch apart. I'm cutting about 2/3 of the way down into the cabbage. I don't want to cut it all the way through because we're going to take those cuts and fill them with butter. So I'll make one more right here. Turn it sideways. Some of it's going to fall off. I'm not worried about that. Turn it sideways like this. Spin it around so I don't cut my fingers off. Okay, so that's that. I have already cored it, so that is why you did not see me core the cabbage. So I'll take these couple of loose pieces here, peel them off. All right, so you can kind of see where we got the gaps here. So let's get our butter and start packing it with butter. All right, so I got my butter pats cut up. And what I'm gonna do is just spread these little cavities and stick the butter down in there. And this, I'm using half a stick of butter on a small head of cabbage. And it's easy enough to just separate the pieces of cabbage out and just stick the butter down in there. And after we get this done, eventually I will be adding some toothpicks to help hold everything together. You can do this with a larger cabbage if you want to, but it's just me and Mrs. Backyard Barbecue, so. So I got my butter all in there, so I'm gonna take and cover it with some black pepper. And some garlic salt. I've seen some people that say they're smoking a cabbage wrap it in tinfoil. Now, if you wrap it in tinfoil, ain't no smoke gonna get to it. We're gonna set this one on the grill, whoa, just like it is. Opened up the wrong door on that one. Let me clean this up, be right back. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do, get back over there like that, cabbage. The next thing we're gonna do is I'm not going to do a weave. I'm just going to lay bacon across it. And I'm going to use 8 strips of bacon just for the size of cabbage that this is. And like I say, I'm not going to weave them. I'm just going to lay them on there. Okay, so we got our bacon on there. Now it's time to get some toothpicks and make sure that everything stays attached. I'll be right back. Okay, let's just take our toothpicks. And for right now, I'm just sticking them through the ends of the bacon into the cabbage. That's going to help hold all the cabbage together too. Look at it like we're using our bacon as a tent. And then the toothpicks are the tent stakes holding the tent in place, which is also going to hold all the pieces of cabbage in place. As the fat renders off this bacon, that's going to moisten up the cabbage, and that's actually what's going to cook the cabbage. we got a couple more toothpicks to put in. And then this will be time to cook. Okay, so we got all our toothpicks in. Now I'm gonna get, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this one on the big green egg. We'll get it up to about 250 degrees and we'll let it rock and roll. Hey y'all, I'm just getting to the good part of the video, but I wanted to jump in here real quick and say that I will be using my ThermoPro Lightning because that's what I'm gonna check for probe tender with. And I'm gonna put a link to ThermoPro in the description at the end of the video. Use coupon code DBB15, Dennis's Backyard Barbecue 15, save yourself 15%. Also, I'm gonna put a link to Amazon because we're an Amazon affiliate, and if you use that link, then anything you do, you'll be helping the channel. All right, let's get back to our regularly scheduled cook. Okay, I got my cotton balls going up under the deflector. And I'm gonna throw a couple pieces of oak in there for some smoke after a while. But right now I'm just gonna let that get up to temperature. And I did not remember to say in the first part of this video, I did clean that cabbage. I washed it off real good before I started cutting up on it. So I just wanted to go ahead and get that out there. Anyway, let's let this grill heat on up and then we're gonna get to cooking. Okay, we got our coals going good enough that I'm gonna take and drop these pieces of oak down in here. And that's gonna get us some smoke rolling. Meantime, let's finish getting this egg up to temperature. Remember, we're shooting for between 235 and 250 is where we want to roll with this. All right, earlier I said I didn't know which grill I was gonna use. I decided to go with the egg because we got weather coming through here today, and the egg is a lot more temperature stable when you got weather. Okay, so we're at 225 on the egg. We just put our cabbage on here. After an hour in, I'm gonna drizzle some sauce on it, and because I want to make sure everything stays nice and moist. There's no temperature that we know this is gonna be done at. Everything's just gonna be probe tender. So I'm expecting it to be about, this one is a small cabbage, so I'm thinking 2.5 to 3.5 hours. And it's 11:30 Eastern right now, so let's see what happens. I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, y'all. Our storm that we had has passed, and so the temperature is now about 94 degrees, but the humidity is 172%. So it's kind of warm down here in South Carolina. Now, we've been rolling for an hour and a half, so I'm gonna take me some Kinders. This is my honey hot barbecue sauce. I'm just gonna drizzle some on here. Just like that. I'm not gonna brush it. I'm just gonna drizzle it, let it run. I'll clean the deflector off later. Just a little bit like that. We might do that again in another hour because once that bacon starts looking pretty, then we're gonna start probing. I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, let's take a look. Wow, does that look good or what? All right, let's turn this a little bit. We're gonna give it the touch test. Let's see, man, that looks good. I think I want to put, well, let's give it the test first. I think I want to put a little bit more sauce on there. Let's see. Yeah, we're not quite probe tender yet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a little bit more of this Kinders on. We'll drizzle it like we did before. And it covered it pretty good. All right, so we're gonna have to let it go for about another hour or so. All right, y'all, we put this on at 11:30. It's now 4 o'clock, so we're at 4.5 hours. How does that look? It's pretty daggone good to me. Let's pull it off. What you think? All right, let me get over here to the table. We're gonna pull out all them toothpicks and we're gonna cut into it and see how we did. All right, be right back. Okay, let's get all these toothpicks out of here. 1, too. Oh, we pulled off some bacon with that. Bonus. Mm-hmm. Ma'am. Oh, another bonus. All right. Okay. Now, that's hotter than, oh, get out. So I'm gonna put my gloves on, flip it back over, and then we're gonna cut it, then we're gonna take a taste. Right now it looks kind of like a blooming onion kind of thing. Let's see if we can keep it all together while we flip it over. All right. We did. Now, let's, so we were probe tender. So now I want to take, get me a little piece of bacon, a little piece of cabbage, probably gonna be lava hot, but let's see. Mm-hmm. Wow. The pepper and the cayenne pepper go with the kinders and get you a little piece of bacon. A little piece of cabbage. Man, that is, wow. It's been 5 or 6 years since I did this. We won't be waiting that long again. This is good. All right, y'all. That is my smoked cabbage. I know at the beginning of the video I said stuffed cabbage. The only thing I stuffed it with was butter. But that's my smoked cabbage. It turned out really, really good. And I hope y'all will try it. If you do, let me know what you think down in the comments. And until next time I see y'all at the grill, y'all keep on grilling.